Mr. Brisco, we've had some great stories, and we got, as we're reminding each other in the breaks, we have just as many that we didn't put up as we have put up. But this one to me is my favorite. Hornswoggle under a ring in Mexico. Dave Fit Finley somehow finds out he's scared of chickens, and a chicken ends up under the ring with him. And we have video of this. Mr. Brisco, this is my favorite story.
Well, it should be. And John, I got to give credit for you. You went and researched the WWE archives. And folks, there, as you can imagine, there's millions and millions and millions of reels of film in there. Some of it's so far back that you got to really search for. John went up there and spent a week up there in the archives of WWE, along with the great Ben Brown, and they were able to pull this thing out. And you're going to laugh as hard as we do. Man, Hornswoggle and a rooster under the ring in Mexico.
We've got Hornswoggle, we've got Fit Finley, we've got a ring in Mexico, and we have video footage that has never been seen. What I think is our greatest story, here it is.
We were on a tour in South America or wherever, and we went. So I think one of our stops, we were in Mexico somewhere, and we're on a flight between shows. And Scott Aycock, who's the security guy,
yeah,
great guy, ex-cop, ex-military, great guy. So he's going, that little son of a gun. He's like, just ribbing me all the time. How can I get him back?
I may have bullied Scott Aycock a little bit, just a tad. I may have done that, but it shouldn't have caused this.
He's afraid of chickens. And he said, how do you know he's afraid of chickens? I said, well, there was a thing in Kali was doing. He had all the Indian women around him dancing, and they had chickens and goats and all that stuff. And I seen Swoggle sell the chickens. I'm going like, he had bug-eyed going like, so I watched the fear in Swoggle when he's looking at chickens. I said, I know he's afraid of chickens.
People fear a lot of things. The two things I fear are the dark and I would say birds in general. Birds are unpredictable, especially chickens and roosters. They have talons. This is a phobia of mine and of a lot of people. That's a good thing. Like it's a common thing that is not crazy at all. They have talent. They train roosters to fight.
Chickens. So, well, what will we do?
And wait a minute. So your evil self just puts that back in the bank just for later.
Yeah. Listen, on my phone, I've got in my notes on my phone, I've got a huge list of what everyone's afraid of. Because people say something, I go, oh, that's going in my phone. I don't know when I'm going to use it, but I'm sure it's going to come up at some point.
But it's 100% right. They had that segment in the ring, and I remember just kind of looking at the chicken side-eyed, and Fit sees these things, but he now puts this in his phone. So now when he wants to get me with something, aka a killer rooster, a menacing chicken that could have killed me.
A killer rooster.
What?
A killer rooster.
Yeah, 100%. It had talons, John. It could have killed me.
So we called Davey Coates, who's, one of the English guys that does the production for Brent Kent. I think he works for did work for WWE. So I was like, hey, Davey, can you get us a chicken? Yeah, what, fried or boiled? No. I want a live chicken. So I came up with this plan because we put Hornswoggle under the ring. So I came up with this plan that we'll put him under the ring, and then we'll throw the chicken under the ring. We get Swoggle under the ring, and we rig up lights under the ring, and we got a camera. So we've got the cameraman going to film this. Here goes Masters, pyro. We get while everybody's looking at Masters, the chicken gets it's a friggin' rooster. It's a big white rooster. So it goes under the ring, and you hear.
And making his way in from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 265 pounds, the masterpiece, Brisco.
And he's swiping, the chicken's running because it's scared too, right? It's running around, he's swiping at this friggin' rooster, and he's screaming and he's swearing at it. And there's lights on, and they're running around in circles, chasing each other like this under the ring.
And I see behind me the apron flap, and I was like, something took a bump above me and just popped the apron. And now I see a camera under there, and I go, why the hell is there a camera under the ring? And then I turn, and I'm eye to eye with this goddamn rooster, John. and I was not happy at all. So now I think I'm gonna throw my whole spot away. I'm going to run out. I'm gonna run out from under the apron if it comes at me. So there was a kendo stick and like my jacket. I remember grabbing the kendo stick, thinking, if it comes at me, which it's going to because it's menacing, I'm going to swing at this. God damn it! Oh, get the fucking.
And the chicken comes out from under the ring, jumps in the crowd. Well, we're in Mexico. They catch it and throw it back over the barrier.
Finally, it gets out, comes back one more time, and it gets away. I have goosebumps now thinking of it. It was the worst, the absolute, too far. I could have been killed.
Well, Mr. Brisco, it has been fun doing this show with you. We started doing this during COVID because we just want to make people smile, make people laugh like we do. And we enjoy it every single week. We have so much fun with these guys that would come on and tell these stories that if you're not in this business, you probably wouldn't believe. Right, Mr. Brisco?
Well, you know, we're in the business, and some of the stories we don't even believe. Scott Casey and a UFO. I mean, I believe it because I love Scott. I've been a million miles with Scott. But I still can't wait to verify the story of Mel Mascaris and hear his version. But folks, John, like John said, we started this to entertain ourselves, and it just slowly turned into this thing here. We appreciate you. Listen to comments to us. Tell us we suck. Tell us you don't like us, but subscribe to us, and you'll enjoy these stories. They might be unbelievable, but they're true stories.